Welcome to the Ron Stokes Buckeye Weekly Update, brought to you by WOW Internet, Cable, and Phone.
Hi, this is Ron Stokes with Buckeye Fast Break. Tonight was exciting in St. John Arena. Ohio State celebrate the 1960 National Championship team, which included 3 Hall of Famers, Jerry Lucas, John Havlicek, Bob Knight. I also had a chance to interact with a number of other players from that team, Dick Fury, Mel Noel, David Barker, Joe Roberts. It was just a great night. And also my partner on 97.1 FM, Paul Keels, was the MC. Just a number of great fans, other Ohio State VIPs. Just a night filled with just so many different things. I have 3 clips that I want to share with you tonight, video clips. The first one, which I think is a special one, you'll see here in a second, Coach Thad Matta presenting a trophy to Fred Taylor's wife, Eileen. Here we go.
Don't drop it, don't drop it. I see him poking out. I see him poking.
At this point in time,
Special moment. Okay, I have 2 more videos, clips that I want to share with you. Both of these clips involve former Ohio State player and former Indiana coach Bob Knight. They're both funny. And the first one is real quick. It's Bob Knight just sharing a quick story about what he learned from Fred Taylor as he sat beside him during the course of his career at Ohio State.
one all the way down the line, just alike, and was really good to all of us. And nobody could have done a better job in preparing a team to play from a scouting standpoint than Frank Truitt did. So we have 3 coaches, really exceptional in each thing that they did. We had great players, and we had a lot of good players. So it made for the beginning of something that could be pretty good. And I think that Coach Taylor did as good a job as has ever been done with the basketball team with that team. And from my standpoint, I don't think that I could have coached and won to any degree at all without having been around Coach Taylor. In fact, I sat beside him a lot during games, and I learned a whole new language while I was sitting there. And I used to tell my mother, who'd get up mad at me for I said, well, that's what Coach Taylor says. And so that helped me immeasurably in talking to officials during the course of my life. And the 4 hardest years that I spent in coaching were when we had to play Ohio State, when Coach Taylor was here. I didn't want to lose. I really didn't want to win either because of him. And it was a very tough thing. Now, after those 4 years, I didn't care whether we beat your ass over here. I was all for that after he was gone. But it was tough while he was here. And as I've coached and been around coaching, I have just never seen a better team from the standpoint of the coaching staff than Jack Graff, Frank Truitt, and Fred Taylor. And I hope that you will all keep these 3 coaches.
Wow. Hopefully you guys heard that. Unfortunately, my vantage point wasn't so good. I was standing among the Ohio State basketball team, and I was among a bunch of trees, as you can imagine. Dallas Lauderdale, Cal Matson, Evan Turner. But we'll be back in a second with the second clip of Bob Knight.
Let's say you wake up in 2010 and there's no gravity. What would you do? You could tether yourself to a tree. You could complain about your floaty hair and the fact that your car is never where you parked it. Or, in the midst of all the chaos, you could be happy that at least one thing hasn't changed. the price of your WOW bundle. Add WOW phone or internet service to your WOW cable, and your price is guaranteed until 2011. Because it feels good to know that not everything is going up. The switch is easy. Call WOW today.
Okay, we're back with Buckeye Fast Break. I'm Ron Stokes, and here's the second clip of Bob Knight. As I was walking out of the arena, I bumped into John Havlicek and Bob Knight. Didn't expect it. And we are, all three of us are on this video, including a very special person to me, my wife, Levita. And it's funny. Midway through the tape, you'll hear someone in the background. It's actually Larry Romanoff, who works for the Ohio State University. And he makes a statement to the effect of, Ronnie, can you remember any special game? And you'll hear the answer. I think you'll enjoy this. Here we go.
Your favorite?
Yes, this is my favorite coach of all times. My favorite coach.
It's your favorite coach?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know him like we know him.
Ronnie, should I tell him about your academic
Does
prowess?
this guy have any idea how to operate this camera?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does.
We got to find you a
Did you
better
ever
guy
beat him
than
in
this.
Indiana, Ronnie?
We got, I know
you
a
ever
smarter
beat him in
guy than
Indiana?
this kid. Yeah, I do.
Hey, Ronnie, did you ever beat him when you were in India?
Be careful now. Be careful.
I will have to say we were the first Ohio State team ever to win in Bloomington in Assembly Hall. We were the first Ohio State team.
Okay.
We were.
I beat your ass over here too.
You're not going to get one up on him, I'll tell you that.
You get it?
As you can see, it's Bob Knight being Bob Knight, quick wick. And John Havlicek making a comment that you never get over on Bob Knight. He always had a final word, and he did. Tomorrow, Ohio State will face Minnesota at 1 p.m. Paul Kills and I will be on 97.1 FM calling the game, and former teammate and Clark Kellogg will be calling the game on CBS. This should be a great game. Ohio State will have to take care of the basketball to get the win. Thanks again for visiting Buckeye Fast Break, and go Bucks.
Thank you for visiting Ron Stokes' Buckeye Weekly Update, brought to you by WOW Internet, Cable, and Phone.